Hello everyone, this is Mega Man Z Team, aka The Shadow, and back in Planet Explorer again. I'm gonna just adjust my sound here. Let's see, that sounds about right. Back in Planet Explorer again. I'm gonna just adjust my sound here. And I got feedback from my browser, so we'll mute that. Alright. Some windows here. That's odd. Where's my chat? Okay. Let's see. That should be good. So I've been playing a little bit of single player again, and fortunately I didn't catch it on camera. You may have noticed that I have a slightly changed look for my stream here. I'm gonna actually take a quick look on the dashboard here. Good, looks like it's showing up on the video as well. So I've made some changes to my OBS, and so hopefully it'll look a little bit more professional. There's a few things I would like to add, but I'm not sure where to find those yet, so we'll have to see. So I'm going to go to the crate mode for here for just a short moment, and show you what I have done so far. So, as you may have seen me, I've used this, what I like to call my cheap VTOL, vertical takeoff landing or something like that, I believe. Yeah, so, I did add a machine gun, if those of you may not noticed. I can't remember if that was in one of my recordings previously. So, as you can see, it's just made of wood. Unfortunately, something destroyed that recently. I wasn't quite prepared for. I might have to make some small edits. I don't like clipping like that. That drives me nuts. But I made something more crazy than even this. And I call it my heavy VTOL. Yes. This beauty is outrageous. Control does not exist so far. I think it's probably because I have this thruster set to a 45-degree angle instead of 90-degree. Because once I added the second one, it was even a lot more stable, so I'm not sure. But I can tell you that even with all the fans, and this is steel material, I have gone back and forth on this, tweaking the design quite a bit. I was originally doing something simple, and then I was like, I kind of go fancier, but unfortunately I didn't maintain a certain standard quo for sizing housings for the fans. I did indent the top portion a little bit to kind of make it look like it's some sort of protection, and I experimented with trying to make grills. And then this is an alternate grill design I tried. Didn't quite work out the way I was hoping for. I was kind of hoping for like iron bar kind of like look, but oh well. Maybe if I use glass. Oh, excuse me. But as you can see, I got weapons on this thing. Got two. Oh my goodness, what the heck was up with these random hiccups? Really shrunken down missile silos. One controlled turret at its normal scale, which I really wanted to do because it's like, I want a big gun, and that's going to be the big gun. And then I put two of them that are scaled down on the sides to go and help accommodate for the pitch angles. Two machine gun mounts, laser gun mounts, but also along the sides here as well, as I said, as a compensation. I do have to take off the Type 4 batteries when I export it, because for whatever reason, I thought I learned the script for it, but the game says I don't. So it's like, this is going to be challenging. There's 10 landing pads. They definitely help reduce the durability damage for landing, and if you can call it landing. I call it crashing. I spent quite a bit of time trying to get this designed nice and smoothed out. As you can see, let's see if I can zoom in a little more here. Still not quite happy with this section here. Can't quite figure out how I really want it. But every time I tried messing with it, it just ended up making it worse. So like, oh. But ultimately, I probably will go and extend out and encase these better with grills. But unfortunately, I need to figure out the correct dimensions I need. Like this one's a nice looking dimension, but this one, it's off. So I'm gonna have to rework it, I think. This one's also pretty nice because it gets more in the harder to see angles, where this one covers more of the sides. So it's like, well, which one's really the best? I suppose I'd have to clear out the internals there if I wanted to really work it, and then eventually get those filled up. So I need to get a more standardized cutout. Then I kind of try to get a little more aerodynamic by throwing in these little cuts, so it's not just a plain square, because plain squares are boring. And yes, this is a platform build again. I'm gonna be gradually building it out more. I'm gonna create an appropriate cockpit type of look. This almost got destroyed once because it got stuck trying to shoot down a very big, powerful bird. But I had to build this thing in order to take down 3 giant robots at once. And I was like, oh my god, those things are tough. Unfortunately, that big bird totally destroyed my cheap VTOL, so I'm kind of bummed out on that. Let's see, up. And then you should have seen my vehicles, my little cheap motorcycle. Probably could further enhance that. I'm kind of happy with how I did my back piece, but I might have to spruce up these parts here. I definitely know I need to rework this area. And then, of course, the Land Rover. This thing's awesome. I kind of added the extra wheels to help deal with the heavy load of the steel, which was the main reason why I had to add those. Otherwise, it would have been strictly the 4 wheels, but it was just, it couldn't handle that. Can't remember what part is that. And it is Type 3, okay. And then I added lights. I should probably reconsider positioning. Well, maybe not. But I wanted good lighting. And that's something else I'm going to probably work on my VTools more. Particularly the cheap one now that I think about it. I need to bring that back up. Yeah, that part needs to be rotated. At least 45 degrees down. Because it's so hard to see where I'm trying to land at night. I'm going to save that change too while I'm at it. So that's kind of what I've done in terms of creation mode. So let's get into my single player here, and I'll show you what all I've gotten started. Get a nice good stretch. Oh, that reminds me, I'll have to go and adjust my full screen mode too, won't I? Okay. So, yes, I'd started a colony. Very, very simplistic one. Got a few NPCs to go and patrol. I'm wearing my scuba mask because I didn't realize the scuba actually included a headlight, so I was like, well, why not? Because then I can at least get more oxygen. But I don't think I'm going to be doing too much diving. It's incredibly dangerous when you go in a cave. It's like you can't see for anything. And I don't think the incubator is working, because I've set up farming with at least 4 people. Like 2 to manage, 1 to harvest, and 1 to plant. And nothing was happening with it. So it's like, screw it. I'm going to have them go focus more on other stuff. But right now, I am trying to get my flight cockpit, if I recall correctly. To get my cheap one back. My cheap VTOL. Let's see. That's the boat. Flight. Oh, I have one. Then what was I missing? Export. Machine gun, the seats, and fuel cells. Oh, the fuel cells. Okay. That answered that question. I need to get more fuel. I know that much. And coal probably won't hurt. Now, best way to do it though. Well, I guess I could show you how the heavy. Let's see. Durability's not as bad. Fuel goes crazy if you're firing the weapons. I can tell you that much. Oop. I'll try that again. I'm gonna disable the armament mode. And just trying to get it to at 1 takeoff here. Nothing. 2. Now we're getting a little bit. 3. We're getting there. Straight up to 10. Now we can finally take off. But guess what? We're moving forward. And I'm not trying to. Reverse, reverse. Ugh. See that? It's like ridiculous. But oh well. That actually was one of my best landings ever, to be honest. Alright, so let's take a look at my map. That's my oil, so I just pretty much have to go straight. Now we have those set to a 45-degree angle, so that should help immensely with landing lights, but it takes a little time for those lights to actually reach anything. Looks like the guy's getting good frame rate too. That's a good sign. Oh, I'm almost there. Unfortunately, this does not have the best of height. I'm thinking about maybe replacing some of the steel with wood to kind of make a lighter frame, which I think might be best. We'll have to see how that's going to turn out. Alright. If I remember right, I should have a light somewhere out below. Let's land before it gets too crazy around here. I'm coming down hard. I can't stop the damn thing. I see landing is horrible in this. It won't let me off either. I'm constantly holding back just to go and keep it from going forward. What the? Natives? I'm not going up. Stay down, you damn thing.